Let's start off with the big one that everybody's talking about right now in the whole entire world.
Let's do it.
We have a global pandemic.
We do?
National emergency.
I haven't heard of that.
Amber alerts are going off on my phone telling me I have to stay inside forever and I can never come out and talk to people for the rest of the time.
Right. That's why we're doing this from our own individual homes and you're just cutting us in. It looks like
this is live streaming.
But we're not.
Yeah, this is live.
We're not breaking
this
any
is
rules.
a Zoom call.
Definitely is a Zoom call. It's like the most realistic Zoom call I've
it's a
ever
Zoom
been
call.
on.
No big deal. COVID. How does that? What's the deal? Because I heard you guys kind of talking about this at the beginning, and in my mind, I'm trying to link how would homeowners insurance like overlap with a COVID situation or COVID scenario?
Right.
You know, what would it cover?
Does it apply?
Yeah, does it apply? And if it were to apply,
how would it work? Right.
Okay.
So super tough answer as an insurance agent because insurance is all based on, what could happen, what's in the policy, and COVID didn't exist. So there's no verbiage from an insurance lingo. There's no verbiage in the policy that covers or doesn't cover COVID because it just hasn't been an issue until now. Anything close to the verbiage is a virus or bacteria, which are typically exclusions. So typically excluding meaning not covered, Yeah. But there's going to have to be something done by insurance companies and Department of Insurance to address this because COVID is real. And, unfortunately, here we are in December and it wasn't only there for 2 weeks, right? So this might be something we deal with. So the short answer is it's just not covered right now. It's not. I think if it were to be covered as probably more as like an Airbnb owner is probably where people would want it covered most. So if there's a government shutdown and your Airbnb customers can't, come pay.
Oh, yeah.
And you lose that income, then can your insurance kick in and cover your loss, your loss of rents? Remember we talked about a little earlier. So your loss of income.
Okay.
And right now it just doesn't. And I guess only time will tell what insurance companies and Department of Insurance do about it.
Okay.
But that's... Yeah.
So that's for if I was a landlord...
Right.
Or a short-term rental, relied on that as part of my business. And then we could say, okay, we had insurance and it covers this.
Right.
What if I'm a homeowner in a house and now I can't pay my mortgage?
Oh, right.
Is my home insurance going to help me cover my mortgage until the whole pandemic and government shutdown has been lifted?
Right.
You know what I mean? Or what are they putting into place with that? I have heard over 30% of mortgages in America are not being paid right now. So does home insurance cover this, or is this a banking thing you have to work out with your bank, or are they going to have some grants or programs to help keep people in their house?
Right.
Like
we hope.
Anti-foreclosure laws or however they're pushing these things forward. Like, what's the deal?
Because someone's going to have to do something. It's crazy.
Something's going to happen.
You can't just shut us down, say we can't work, and then can't pay our mortgage. And it's crazy. So, with home insurance doesn't cover your mortgage payments. Home insurance covers the rebuild of your house if a claim happens, if a event happens that you need your house rebuilt. So homeowners insurance isn't protecting your mortgage payments. That's something that you work out with your lender and your mortgage. But it's a great question. I guess, again, time will tell to see what happens where insurance goes with this type of thing.
Isn't that interesting? It'll cover rent payments,
right,
but it won't cover mortgage payments.
Well, it doesn't.
Because the landlord still has to make their mortgage payments.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So, right now it doesn't cover either,
Sure.
I'm just saying in the future, these are all good things that I wanted to mention something about Airbnbs because there's a difference between landlord insurance, having insurance as a landlord who has a permanent renter in there that signs a lease, and having an Airbnb. Because Airbnbs are more like bed and breakfast type of short-term rentals, right? Yeah. And so typically homeowners insurance or landlord insurance excludes those short-term rentals. Landlord insurance the home insurance policies for landlords are intended for landlords with permanent renters. So
those are 6 year,
right.
6 months or a year or longer term leases. Okay.
So there are other policies that you can get for short-term rentals, and you want to make sure if you're renting out your house as an Airbnb that you have the proper insurance, because worst thing could happen. You think you have one insurance, and then a claim gets denied because you didn't have the proper insurance. So
that's why it's so important to work with